Hi, this is Luke Zipp from Crocker Farm Auction, and I'm here with an awesome piece of Anna Pottery stoneware. It's a pipe, a figural pipe, and most pipes that you see with a face on it are molded. This shows how skilled the Kirkpatrick brothers, and in particular, I think Wallace Kirkpatrick made this because it is his penmanship. You can recognize the same hand on pigs that he made. He formed it by hand. This is a hand-modeled folk sculpture. So it really, relates to just the finest folk sculpture of the period, especially in ceramics. A lot of the, it makes it like really like a great face vessel. So he hand-modeled, and he pushed out, it's wheel thrown, but then through pushing out and pushing in and manipulating the clay, he fashioned this face, this Native American face, who some people say is Captain Jack, who was the head of the Modoc tribe in California. And there was a lot. So anyway, let me tell you, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Let me tell you the inscription, because it's incised all over with inscriptions. First of all, above his head, it says, Indian and other relics made to order. But then on the stem of the pipe, and you can see how large this pipe is. And by the way, it still smells of tobacco. So this was made to be used, or at least it was used a lot. So it says, this relic of antiquity was found in the lava beds of California by Kirkpatrick of Anna Pottery and then it says for J. Silliman Higgins, Goshen, Indiana, May 30th, 1873, which is a great early date for Anna Pottery. I mean, this is a very early example of their figural work in Anna. And as you know, if you follow our auctions or follow stoneware in general, Anna Pottery made some of the finest figural sculptural examples of American stoneware known. Their snake jugs and pig flasks are really their hallmark examples, but they also made a lot of other figural pieces. There's only one other figural pipe known, and it was made right around the same time, and of the same figure, which is probably Captain Jack. Now, in April and May 1873 is when things really heated up in the Modoc War between the Modoc tribe and the U.S. Army in California. It was covered extensively in Harper's Weekly, and the Kirkpatrick brothers were avid readers of Harper's, so that's probably where they got the inspiration. There's a lot of great illustrations in there, and Wallace actually was in California during the gold rush in the early 1850s, so he probably was inspired as well just by his personal experience there. But it's just very fun that instead of making a piece to maybe commemorate the war, you can really get inside the Kirkpatrick's minds that they made this piece and then claimed, tongue-in-cheek, that it was actually pulled from the lava beds, after the war, I guess. It's a relic of antiquity. So it's pulled from the lava beds, and something from millennia ago from the Modoc tribe. But it's just such a great example. It's really one of the finest pieces of Anna Pottery that we've had the privilege to handle, and it just really showcases the craftsmanship and the really just genius of the Kirkpatrick brothers. They took stoneware, the medium of stoneware, which most potters just made very utilitarian vessels, and made it a medium for a great folk sculpture. So we're thrilled to offer it in our March 19th Stoneware and Redware auction.